Imagine that steaming, wholesome bowl of oatmeal warming your hands, the very picture of a healthy start. It's a breakfast ritual trusted by millions, a comforting staple we rely on. But what if I told you that this seemingly perfect meal could be deceiving you? That the very way you prepare and enjoy your daily oats might be quietly undermining its benefits, even working against your well-being. It's a surprising thought, isn't it? Yet, lurking within our simple routines are common, almost invisible habits that can strip away the nutritional magic of oatmeal. Without even realizing it, you could be missing out on its incredible power, or worse, turning this supposed superfood into something far less beneficial. Are you certain your favorite toppings are truly helping? Is your cooking method unlocking its full potential, or locking it away? And are you sidestepping those sneaky pitfalls that transform goodness into, well, something else entirely? This is where we unravel the mystery. We'll journey deep into the astonishing, science-backed reasons why oatmeal earns its golden reputation, prepare for some eye-opening benefits. Then, we'll courageously pull back the curtain on the 10 most frequent oatmeal mistakes, dissecting precisely how they can subtly impact your health. But knowledge is only half the battle. We'll arm you with crystal clear, effortless fixes for every single misstep. By the time we're done, you'll possess the secrets to crafting the perfect bowl, ensuring every spoonful truly nourishes and energizes you. So, before we unlock these secrets, how does your perfect bowl look? Sweet, savory, a quick fix? Share your style below. And if you're ready to elevate your oatmeal game and boost your health knowledge, stick around. Let's begin this journey to mastering the art of oatmeal, shall we? Unlock oatmeal's magic: 10 reasons it's your health ally. So, we've hinted at oatmeal's power, but let's really unpack why it's hailed as a superfood. Prepare to be amazed by the diverse ways this humble grain supports your well-being. Benefit 1. Your heart's best friend. Think of oatmeal as a dedicated guardian for your heart. Its most celebrated feat: lowering that pesky LDL, or bad cholesterol. The magic ingredient here is beta-glucan, a unique type of soluble fiber. Imagine it like a sponge in your digestive system. It binds to cholesterol-rich bile acids and helps escort them out of your body, preventing that cholesterol from entering your bloodstream. Less bad cholesterol means a lower risk of plaque buildup clogging your arteries. But that's not all. Oatmeal also helps combat inflammation in your blood vessel walls and can even improve blood flow by making arteries more flexible. It's a powerful, natural strategy for reducing the risk of heart disease and stroke, all starting with your breakfast bowl. Benefit 20. Packed with powerful soluble fiber. We mentioned beta-glucan for heart health, but its wonders don't stop there. This incredible soluble fiber forms a gel-like substance as it moves through your gut. This gel does more than just trap cholesterol, it also significantly slows down the absorption of carbohydrates. Why is this fantastic? It leads to a much more gradual release of sugar into your bloodstream, preventing those sharp energy spikes and subsequent crashes. This makes oatmeal a fantastic choice for stable energy throughout the morning. Furthermore, this very fiber acts as a prebiotic, feeding the beneficial bacteria in your gut, contributing to a thriving gut microbiome, the cornerstone of good digestion and overall health. Benefit 3. A true nutrient powerhouse. Don't let its simple appearance fool you. Oatmeal is bursting with essential vitamins and minerals your body craves. It's particularly rich in manganese, crucial for bone health and metabolism. You'll also find significant amounts of phosphorus, magnesium, secres important for muscle and nerve function, copper, iron vital for carrying oxygen in your blood, zinc C and immune system boosted, folate and several B vitamins like B1's, thiamine and B5, which are key players in energy production. What's truly remarkable is that oatmeal delivers all this nutritional goodness while being relatively low in calories. It's what we call nutrient-dense, getting more bang for your buck with every bite. Benefit 47. A champion for smooth digestion. If you're looking for digestive harmony, oatmeal is a fantastic ally. We've talked about the soluble fibers, beta-glucan, feeding good gut bacteria, which is crucial for balance. But oatmeal also contains insoluble fiber. This type doesn't dissolve in water. Instead, it adds bulk to your stool. This helps food move more smoothly through your digestive tract, preventing constipation and promoting regularity. Think of it as a gentle internal sweep. By supporting both the gut microbiome and regular bowel movements, oatmeal can significantly reduce discomfort like bloating and help your entire digestive system function more efficiently and comfortably. It's a natural, delicious way to keep things running smoothly. Benefit 5. Your partner in weight management. Trying to manage your weight doesn't have to mean feeling hungry. Oatmeal's high fiber content, especially that superstar beta-glucan, is key here. It swells in your stomach and slows down the emptying process, making you feel fuller for longer. This feeling of satiety, or fullness, dramatically reduces the urge to overeat or reach for unhealthy snacks between meals. Plus, because oatmeal releases energy slowly, it has a low glycemic index. It helps keep hunger pangs at bay without causing those sudden cravings often triggered by blood sugar crashes. It's a satisfying, nutrient-rich choice that supports your weight goals by keeping you full and fueled naturally. Benefit 6. Master of blood sugar control. Maintaining stable blood sugar levels is vital for sustained energy and long-term health, and oatmeal excels here. Again, we thank the soluble fiber, beta-glucan. By slowing down the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, it prevents those dramatic surges in blood sugar that can follow meals high in refined carbs or sugar. This gradual glucose release means steady energy, avoiding the dreaded mid-morning slump. Beyond this, studies suggest oatmeal can also help improve insulin sensitivity, meaning your body's cells respond better to insulin, the hormone responsible for ushering sugar out of the bloodstream. This makes oatmeal an excellent choice, not just for individuals managing diabetes, but for anyone seeking balanced energy levels. Benefit 7. May reduce asthma risk in kids, a potential link. This one is particularly interesting for parents. Some research suggests that introducing oats early into a child's diet might play a role in reducing their risk of developing childhood asthma. While more research is always ongoing, the theory is that the nutrients and fiber in oats could help strengthen a child's developing immune system and potentially reduce inflammation in the airways, two key factors in asthma. Early exposure to whole grains like oats has also been linked in some studies to better lung function. Plus, oatmeal is naturally gentle and easy to digest, making it an ideal early food. While it's not a guaranteed preventative measure, it's a simple, healthy addition that might offer protective respiratory benefits. Benefit 8. Nurturing healthy, glowing skin. Did you know oatmeal's benefits extend to your skin, both inside and out? You've likely heard of oatmeal baths for soothing irritation. That's thanks to compounds called avenanthramides, unique antioxidants with anti-inflammatory properties, and saponins, natural cleansers. They calm conditions like eczema and rashes by reducing redness and itchiness. But eating oatmeal helps too. The antioxidants fight cell damage, while minerals like zinc aid in skin repair. B vitamins contribute to overall skin health. Plus, by helping regulate blood sugar, oatmeal may even reduce acne flare-ups linked to hormonal fluctuations. It's a true inside-out approach to achieving a clearer, healthier complexion. Benefit 9. Rich in unique antioxidants. We mentioned avenanthramides for skin, but these potent antioxidants, found almost exclusively in oats, offer broader benefits. They are powerful anti-inflammatory agents, helping to combat chronic inflammation throughout the body, which is linked to many diseases, including heart disease. Excitingly, avenanthramides also appear to boost the production of nitric oxide. This molecule helps relax and widen blood vessel walls, leading to improved blood flow and potentially lower blood pressure. By fighting inflammation and enhancing circulation, these unique antioxidants add another layer to oatmeal's protective qualities and contribute to overall cellular health, protecting against damage from free radicals. Benefit 10. Incredibly versatile and easy to prepare. Finally, let's appreciate the sheer convenience and adaptability of oatmeal. It's a blank canvas for your culinary creativity. Craving sweet? Top it with berries, banana slices, a sprinkle of nuts or seeds, a dollop of yogurt, or a touch of cinnamon. Prefer savory? Try it with a poached egg, avocado, sautéed spinach and mushrooms, or even a sprinkle of cheese and black pepper, and preparation is a breeze. Cook it on the stovetop, zap it in the microwave, or prepare overnight oats by simply soaking them in the fridge for a no-cook breakfast ready when you wake up. This adaptability makes it easy to enjoy oatmeal regularly without getting bored, ensuring you reap all these amazing benefits consistently. Incredible, right? From heart health to happy digestion, stable energy to glowing skin, oatmeal truly packs a punch. But are you actually getting all these benefits? Or could some common mistakes be holding you back? That's what we're tackling next. Stay tuned. Stop making these 10 oatmeal mistakes now. So, we've journeyed through the truly impressive landscape of oatmeal's benefits. It's clear this humble grain holds immense potential for our health. And this is a significant, but realizing that potential hinges entirely on how we prepare and consume it. It's incredibly easy, often completely unintentional, to fall into habits that chip away at its goodness, or worse, turn it counterproductive. It's time to pull back the curtain and get brutally honest about the 10 most frequent oatmeal mistakes that might be sabotaging your healthy intentions. More importantly, we'll arm you with the knowledge and simple strategies to correct course, ensuring every bowl is a step towards better health, not away from it. 1. Let's dive into mistake number 1, turning your oatmeal into a sugar bomb. This mistake is practically legendary and oh so easy to commit. We reach for the brown sugar, the honey bear, the jug of maple syrup, maybe toss in a handful of chocolate chips, or those seemingly innocent dried cranberries, all in the name of making our healthy breakfast more palatable. A touch of sweetness can indeed enhance the experience, but the line is crossed faster than we think. When we liberally sweeten our oats, we fundamentally alter the nature of the meal. We take something designed by nature to provide slow, releasing energy and stabilize blood sugar, and we force it onto a glucose roller coaster. Think about what happens physiologically. That rush of sugar hits your bloodstream like a tidal wave. Your pancreas scrambles to pump out insulin to manage the surge, trying desperately to shuttle that sugar out of your blood and into your cells. This rapid spike often leads to an equally rapid crash not long after. Suddenly, mid-morning, you feel that familiar slump, fatigue, brain fog, irritability, and often intense cravings for, you guessed it, more sugar or refined carbs. It's a vicious cycle initiated by that seemingly harmless sweet breakfast. But the consequences ripple far beyond temporary energy fluctuations. Regularly bombarding your system with sugar like this contributes significantly to long-term health issues. It promotes chronic inflammation, a smoldering fire within the body linked to nearly every major disease, including heart disease. It drives up triglycerides, unhealthy fats in your blood that clog arteries. It pushes you towards insulin resistance, where your cells become numb to insulin signals, paving the way for type 2 diabetes. It contributes to weight gain, as excess sugar is readily stored as fat. And let's not forget the impact on dental health. Essentially, adding excessive sugar systematically negates the very cardiovascular, blood sugar, regulating, and weight management benefits oatmeal is celebrated for. So, how do we rescue our oats from this sugary fate? The solution lies in retraining our palates and embracing nature's sweetness. Prioritize fresh or frozen fruits. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries are nutritional powerhouses, low in sugar, high in fiber and antioxidants. Sliced bananas offer creamy sweetness, while grated apples or pears provide moisture and subtle flavor. Leverage the power of spices. Cinnamon isn't just delicious. Studies suggest it can help improve insulin sensitivity. Nutmeg, cardamom, cloves, ginger, and pure vanilla extract add layers of complexity without any sugar. If you absolutely feel the need for a concentrated sweetener, be incredibly mindful and minimal. Use a measured ½ teaspoon or 1 teaspoon maximum of pure maple syrup, raw honey, or perhaps some date paste. Don't just freely drizzle. And critically, become a label detective. Scrutinize packaged toppings, granola, and even dried fruits, as they often harbor hidden sugars under various names like high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, or evaporated cane juice. Choose unsweetened options whenever possible, like plain shredded coconut or cacao nibs for a chocolatey hit without the sugar load. Reclaim the inherent goodness of your oats by letting their natural flavor, enhanced by wholesome additions, shine through. Let's tackle mistake number 2, falling for flavored instant oatmeal packets. The allure is undeniable. Those colorful little packets promise exciting flavors like maple and brown sugar, or apples and cinnamon. In just 60 seconds, it seems like the perfect solution for busy mornings. However, convenience often comes at a hidden cost to your health. Take a moment to flip over that packet and decipher the ingredients list. Beyond the oats, which are often highly processed themselves, you'll typically find a startling amount of added sugar, often listed as the second or third ingredient, sometimes under multiple disguises. But it doesn't stop there. You'll likely encounter artificial flavors designed to mimic real food, chemical preservatives to extend shelf life, artificial colors to make it visually appealing, and sometimes surprisingly high levels of sodium. What does this mean for your body? You're essentially consuming a cocktail of empty calories, artificial compounds, and excess sugar and salt, with significantly less fiber and fewer nutrients than less processed oats. The highly processed nature of instant oats often gives them a higher glycemic index, meaning they can spike your blood sugar more quickly than traditional rolled or steel-cut oats, negating one of oatmeal's key benefits. Those artificial ingredients offer no nutritional value and, for some individuals, can trigger sensitivities or contribute to low-grade inflammation. You might feel less satisfied compared to eating a bowl of whole oats, leading you to feel hungry again much sooner. It's a breakfast that fills a gap temporarily but doesn't truly nourish. The fix? It requires a tiny bit more effort, but the payoff is immense. Start with plain, unadulterated oats. Your best bets nutritionally are steel-cut oats, though they take longer to cook, or rolled oats, old-fashioned oats. Even plain, unflavored instant oats are a far better choice than the flavored varieties. Just ensure the only ingredient is oats. From this blank canvas, you become the flavor artist. Use the techniques we just discussed. Add your own fresh or frozen fruit, a sprinkle of cinnamon or vanilla, a handful of nuts or seeds. You control the type and amount of sweetness and additions, ensuring they are wholesome and beneficial. If speed is paramount, master the art of meal prep. On Sunday night, portion out dry rolled oats into jars or containers. Add your preferred shelf-stable healthy toppings: chia seeds, flax seeds, chopped nuts, cinnamon, a pinch of salt. In the morning, simply add hot water or milk, stir, and let it sit for a few minutes, or prepare it as overnight oats the night before. It takes mere minutes and delivers vastly superior nutrition compared to those pre-flavored packets. 3. Moving on to mistake number 3, skipping the protein power up. We often categorize oatmeal firmly in the carbohydrate camp, focusing on its fiber content. And while that's true, failing to balance it with adequate protein is a significant oversight that impacts how satisfying and effective your breakfast truly is. Oatmeal itself contains some protein, but typically not enough to constitute a fully balanced meal, especially one designed to keep you full and energized for hours. When you consume a meal primarily composed of carbohydrates, even complex ones like oats, without sufficient protein alongside, your body tends to digest it more rapidly. This can lead to a quicker rise and subsequent fall in blood sugar levels. Hello again, energy crash and premature hunger pangs. The deeper consequences extend beyond immediate satisfaction. Protein plays a critical role in satiety signaling. It helps trigger the release of hormones like PYY and GLP-1 that tell your brain you're full. Without enough protein, these signals are weaker, making you more likely to feel unsatisfied and reach for snacks soon after. Furthermore, protein is essential for muscle repair and maintenance. Starting your day with adequate protein supports muscle protein synthesis, which is important for metabolism and overall strength, especially if you exercise. Consistently shortchanging yourself on protein, particularly at the first meal of the day, can subtly undermine your energy levels, metabolic function, and even your body composition goals over time. The solution is simple and versatile. Intentionally add a quality protein source to your oatmeal. The options are plentiful. Nuts and seeds are fantastic choices. Stir in a tablespoon or 2 of chopped almonds, walnuts, pecans, or sprinkle on chia seeds. Flax seeds ground is best for absorption. Pumpkin seeds or protein-packed hemp seeds. A measured tablespoon or 2 of natural nut butters. Peanut, almond, cashew. Check for no added sugar or hydrogenated oils. Adds richness and protein. Dairy offers excellent options. Swirl in a 1/4 cup of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. It's significantly higher in protein than regular yogurt and adds a wonderful creamy tang. Cottage cheese is another protein powerhouse that can be stirred in, even using cow's milk or protein. Rich soy milk to cook your oats instead of water provides a protein boost. And don't dismiss savory oats. Topping your bowl with 1 or 2 eggs poached, fried, scrambled transforms it into a complete, incredibly satisfying meal. For those who use them, adding a scoop of protein powders, whey, casein, or a plant-based blend near the end of cooking is another effective strategy. The goal is to create a balanced macronutrient profile that supports sustained energy and lasting fullness. 4. Now for mistake number 4: portion distortion, eating too much. We've established oatmeal is healthy, but the healthy halo effect can be deceptive, leading us to believe that if something is good for us, we can eat unlimited quantities without consequence. Unfortunately, physics and biology don't work that way. Oatmeal, while nutrient-dense, still contains calories and carbohydrates. If you regularly serve yourself a heaping mountain of oats, especially when combined with generous amounts of calorie-dense toppings like nuts, seeds, nut butters, dried fruits, and sweeteners, the total calorie count can easily skyrocket, exceeding what your body actually needs. What began as a virtuous breakfast choice can inadvertently contribute to a calorie surplus. The most obvious long-term consequence of consistently eating more calories than you burn, even from healthy foods, is weight gain. But there's also an immediate digestive consequence to overdoing oatmeal portions. Its high fiber content, while beneficial in moderation, can overwhelm your digestive system if consumed in very large amounts at once. This sudden influx of fiber, particularly soluble fiber which gets fermented by gut bacteria, can lead to uncomfortable bloating, excessive gas, and a feeling of being uncomfortably stuffed. Your gut simply isn't prepared to handle that volume efficiently. So, how do we find the right balance? Practice portion awareness. Start by measuring your dry oats. For most adults, a standard serving size is around 102 cups, approximately 40 to 50 grams. Remember, this amount expands considerably during cooking, yielding a satisfying portion. Using measuring cups consistently, rather than just eyeballing, is crucial until you get a good feel for the right amount. Consider your bowl size. Sometimes, using a slightly smaller bowl can psychologically help you feel satisfied with a proper portion. Bulk up your bowl intelligently. If you desire more volume without significantly increasing calories, stir in non-starchy vegetables like a handful of baby spinach. It wilts down, finely grated zucchini, or even cauliflower rice. During cooking, they add bulk and nutrients with minimal taste impact. Be equally mindful of your toppings. Measure out that tablespoon of nut butter, count out a small handfuls, about a quarter cup of nuts, opt for fresh fruit over calorie-concentrated dried fruit. And finally, practice mindful eating. Slow down, savor each bite, and pay attention to your body's signals of hunger and fullness. Stop eating when you feel comfortably satisfied, not stuffed. 5. Let's investigate mistake number 5: skipping the SOCAS and ignoring phytic acid. This is a nuance often overlooked, but important for regular oatmeal eaters. Oats, in their natural state, along with other grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds, contain a compound called phytic acid or phytate. Plants use phytic acid to store phosphorus, but in our digestive system, it acts as an anti-nutrient. This means it can bind to essential minerals, primarily iron, zinc, calcium, and magnesium, within your intestine, forming insoluble complexes that your body cannot absorb effectively. Essentially, it can lock up these vital minerals, preventing you from getting their full benefit from your meal. What are the potential consequences? If oatmeal is a staple in your diet, consumed daily or very frequently, and you consistently eat other phytate-rich foods without taking steps to mitigate phytic acid, it could contribute to reduced mineral absorption over the long haul. This might increase the risk of deficiencies, particularly for minerals like iron, potentially leading to anemia, especially in vulnerable groups, and zinc, important for immune function. While the impact varies based on your overall diet and individual physiology, minimizing phytic acid intake is generally considered beneficial for optimizing nutrient uptake. Additionally, some individuals find that phytic acid can be irritating to the digestive system, and reducing it makes oats easier to digest. Fortunately, mitigating phytic acid is relatively simple through soaking. This traditional preparation method works wonders. To soak your oats effectively, combine your rolled or steel cut oats with filtered water, enough to cover generously. To enhance the process, add a small amount of an acidic medium, about a tablespoon of lemon juice, raw apple cider vinegar, liquid whey, or even plain yogurt per cup of water. The acidity helps activate phytase, an enzyme naturally present in oats, or introduced by the acidic medium like yogurt, whey that breaks down phytic acid. Cover the bowl and let it sit at room temperature if your kitchen isn't too hot, or in the refrigerator for at least 7 to 8 hours, or preferably overnight. Before cooking, discard the soaking liquid as it contains some of the leached phytic acid, and give the oats a good rinse. Then cook them as usual, possibly needing slightly less cooking liquid. The bonus: soaked oats often cook faster and have a creamier texture. And remember, the popular overnight oats method inherently incorporates this beneficial soaking period. While cooking itself does reduce phytic acid to some extent, soaking is recognized as a more effective method for maximizing mineral bioavailability. 6. Now, let's pivot to mistake number 6, eating undercooked oats. Perhaps you're short on time, or maybe you just prefer a more al dente texture. However, consuming oats that haven't been adequately cooked can cause unnecessary grief for your digestive system. Raw or partially cooked oats contain resistant starches and fibers, including that beneficial beta-glucan, which are significantly harder for your enzymes to break down effectively. When these undigested components reach your large intestine, the bacteria there begin to ferment them, a process that can produce excess gas. The immediate result for many people: uncomfortable bloating, flatulence, potential stomach cramps, and a general feeling of digestive distress or heaviness. It's your body signaling that it's struggling to process the improperly prepared food. Beyond the discomfort, undercooking also hinders nutrient absorption. Cooking helps to soften the cell walls of the oats, making the vitamins, minerals, and beneficial fibers more accessible and digestible. Furthermore, the texture itself is often unappealing. Raw or undercooked oats can be tough, overly chewy, and lack the comforting creaminess that makes oatmeal so enjoyable. The fix here is straightforward but crucial: ensure your oats are cooked thoroughly. Pay close attention to the cooking times recommended on the packaging for your specific type of oat. Steel cut takes the longest, followed by rolled, then instant. Don't rush the process. Cook them until they have absorbed the liquid, softened completely, and reached a creamy, porridge-like consistency. Stirring occasionally prevents sticking and ensures even cooking. Whether you're using the stovetop or the microwave, give them the time they need to become fully tender and digestible. Your gut will operate much more smoothly, and you'll actually be able to absorb more of the goodness oats have to offer. 7. Naturally, this leads us to the opposite end of the spectrum. Mistake number 7, overcooking your oats. While undercooking causes digestive issues, overcooking primarily sins against texture and enjoyment, potentially with minor nutritional implications. When oats are cooked for too long, or with an excessive amount of liquid, their structure completely breaks down. The individual flakes or pieces disintegrate, transforming your potentially delightful bowl into a homogeneous, often gluey or wallpaper paste, like mush. That satisfying, slightly toothsome texture that differentiates good oatmeal is lost entirely. Beyond the disappointment in texture, some nutrition experts suggest that overcooking might slightly increase the glycemic index of the oats compared to cooking them just until tender. The more broken down the starches become, the faster they might potentially be digested and absorbed, potentially leading to a slightly quicker rise in blood sugar, though likely not as dramatic as adding sugar. The primary victim, however, is the eating experience. A mushy, overly soft bowl is simply less appealing and satisfying. The key to avoiding this fate is attentive cooking. Start by using the recommended liquid to oat ratio on the package as a guideline, but be prepared to adjust. Cook over medium heat, stirring periodically. Begin checking for doneness a minute or two before the suggested minimum cooking time. You're looking for oats that are soft and creamy, but where you can still discern some individual structure, they shouldn't dissolve into a uniform paste. Taste it. Once it reaches your desired tenderness, remove it from the heat promptly, keeping in mind it will continue to thicken slightly as it cools. If it seems too thick, you can always stir in a splash more liquid after cooking. Mastering the timing takes a little practice, but results in a vastly superior bowl. 8. Next, let's address a common technique flaw, mistake number 8, using the wrong liquid, specifically cooking only with milk from the start. Many people believe that cooking oats directly in milk from the very beginning is the secret to ultimate creaminess. While the intention is good, the execution often leads to textural problems. Milk contains proteins and sugars, lactose, that behave differently than water when heated alongside the starches released by oats. As the mixture heats up, the milk proteins can interact with the oat starches, causing the mixture to thicken much more rapidly and aggressively than it would with water. This often results in oatmeal that becomes overly thick, sticky, almost gluey, and dense rather than pleasantly creamy. It also significantly increases the risk of the oatmeal scorching or sticking to the bottom of the saucepan, requiring constant, vigorous stirring and making cleanup a chore. Controlling the final consistency becomes much more difficult. The simple, yet highly effective, workaround preferred by many cooks is a 2-step liquid process. Start by cooking your oats primarily in water. Use water for most, if not all, of the initial cooking liquid called for in the recipe. This allows the oats to hydrate properly, release their starches gently, and cook through evenly without becoming excessively thick or sticky. Then, once the oats are almost fully cooked and tender, introduce the milk. You can stir in your desired amount of milk, seeds, dairy, or plant-based during the final minute or two of cooking over low heat, or even better, stir it in after you've removed the pot from the heat. This method allows you to achieve that desired creamy richness and flavor from the milk without compromising the texture or risking a scorched pot. The milk integrates smoothly, giving you perfect control over the final consistency for a luxuriously creamy, but not gluey, result. 9. Prepare for a potentially counterintuitive one. Mistake number 9, skipping the salt. It sounds almost wrong, doesn't it? Adding salt to something often enjoyed sweet. But omitting this tiny ingredient is a surprisingly common error that can leave your oatmeal tasting remarkably flat and one-dimensional, regardless of how many exciting toppings you pile on. Salt, in small quantities, acts as a crucial flavor enhancer. It doesn't just make things taste salty. It has a remarkable ability to suppress bitterness and, importantly, to amplify and balance other flavors, including sweetness. Think about professional bakers. They almost always include salt in sweet recipes, like cookies and cakes, for this very reason. In oatmeal, a minuscule pinch of salt works wonders to brighten the natural, earthy, nutty flavor of the oats themselves. It provides a subtle counterpoint that actually makes the sweetness from fruit or other additions taste more vibrant and complex. Without that tiny bit of salt, the overall flavor profile can feel dull, lacking depth and definition. The oatmeal might taste okay, but it won't taste great. The solution couldn't be simpler, yet it yields significant returns. Add a very small pinch of salt, think maybe 1/8 of a teaspoon per serving, or literally just a pinch between your fingers, right at the beginning of the cooking process when you combine the dry oats with your cooking liquid, preferably water, as per mistake page 8. This allows the salt to dissolve evenly and fully integrate its flavor, enhancing magic as the oats cook and soften. Don't be heavy-handed. The goal isn't salty oatmeal, but balanced, flavorful oatmeal. This tiny, almost effortless step elevates the entire taste experience, making your healthy bowl far more enjoyable and satisfying. 10. Finally, let's address a broader dietary perspective with mistake number 10, relying solely on oatmeal. We've sung oatmeal's praises, and it truly deserves its superfood status. However, no single food, no matter how nutritious, can provide all the essential nutrients our bodies require for optimal functioning and long-term health. Falling into the trap of eating oatmeal for breakfast every single day, and perhaps even for other meals, while neglecting other food groups, creates an unbalanced diet. Oatmeal, while rich in certain fibers, vitamins, and minerals, is naturally low or lacking in others. For instance, it provides incomplete protein, lacking a full profile of essential amino acids unless supplemented. It's very low in healthy fats unless you add nuts, seeds, or other sources. It contains virtually no vitamin C or vitamin B12s, which is primarily found in animal products. Relying too heavily on oats means you might be missing out on the wide array of phytonutrients, different types of fibers, essential fatty acids, and complete proteins found in a diverse range of foods like colorful vegetables, fruits, legumes, lean meats, fish, eggs, and other whole grains. The consequence of this dietary monotony can be potential nutrient gaps or deficiencies over time, hindering various bodily functions. It can also lead to flavor fatigue and make healthy eating feel like a chore rather than a pleasure. The fundamental principle of sound nutrition is variety and balance. Therefore, the solution is to view oatmeal as one valuable component of a broad and varied eating pattern. Enjoy it regularly for breakfast if you love it, but make sure you're rotating it with other healthy options. Ensure your lunch and dinner feature a rainbow of vegetables, diverse protein sources, plant-based and/or animal-based, healthy fats, and perhaps other whole grains like quinoa, brown rice, or whole wheat bread. Think of your diet as a vibrant mosaic. Oatmeal is a beautiful and important tile, but it needs many other different tiles around it to create a complete and healthy picture. And there we have it, a deep dive into the 10 most common ways we might be unintentionally hindering the benefits of our beloved oatmeal. From the perils of excess sugar and processed packets to the nuances of cooking techniques and the importance of dietary variety, each point highlights how small habits can have a significant impact. But the wonderful takeaway here is that none of these mistakes are irreversible. They are all correctable with simple awareness and minor adjustments to our routines. Knowledge truly is power when it comes to nourishing our bodies effectively. So, we've journeyed together through the seemingly simple, yet surprisingly intricate world of oatmeal. We've witnessed its incredible potential, a source of rich nourishment, a companion for our hearts, our digestion, and our sustained energy. But equally, we've confronted the reality that seemingly harmless habits, choices made without full awareness, can inadvertently dim those precious benefits. Perhaps the greatest lesson emerging from this exploration isn't just about how to cook the perfect bowl of oatmeal. More profoundly, it's a lesson in mindfulness around our food. It serves as a gentle reminder that what we eat matters, but how we eat, how we prepare our food, with what understanding and intention, carries an even deeper significance. That morning bowl of oatmeal isn't merely fuel to start the day. It can be an opportunity to practice self-care, to make conscious choices for our well-being. Just a few small shifts, choosing plain oats over sugary ones, adding seeds instead of syrup, taking a little extra time to soak or cook thoroughly, adding that tiny pinch of salt to awaken the flavor, these are all acts of respect and care for our own bodies, our own health. The real power truly rests in your hands. There's no need to overhaul everything overnight. Start where you are. Perhaps it's simply recognizing an old habit and deciding to try something new tomorrow morning. Every small, conscious choice is a step forward on the path of nurturing holistic health, both physical and mental. Now, I genuinely want to hear from you. Throughout this journey, what resonated most deeply? Which mistake, perhaps, did you recognize in your own routine? Or maybe, what small change might you experiment with in your oatmeal bowl tomorrow? Please share your reflections, your discoveries, in the comments below. Let's learn from each other, grow together on this path toward healthier, more mindful living. If this conversation has brought value to you, if it sparked something in how you view your morning meal, please don't hesitate to show your appreciation with a like. Share this video with others who might benefit, and subscribe to your channel name so we can continue to walk alongside each other on future journeys of meaningful health discovery. Remember, transforming your health often begins with the simplest choices, made with understanding and self-compassion. May your next bowl of oatmeal not only be delicious, but also a meaningful step, a conscious act of nourishment for this incredible body you inhabit.